Everyone said the old school wing was closed because of mold. That's what the teachers told us. But at 3:17 p.m., when the final bell rang, the mold excuse didn't explain the sound of footsteps coming from the locked hallway. Ethan stayed late to finish a science project. The halls were empty, lights buzzing softly above him. As he packed his bag, the bell rang again. That wasn't right. The last bell had already rung. Ethan froze. The sound came from the old wing, the one sealed off with chains and a sign that read, "Do not enter." He laughed nervously, telling himself it was just a glitch. Schools were full of weird noises. Then he heard it. A chair scraping across the floor. Someone was in there. "Hello?" Ethan called, his voice echoing too loudly. Silence. He should have left. Every part of him screamed to leave. Instead, he walked closer. The chains on the door were hanging loose. That hadn't been the case this morning. He pushed the door open. The hallway beyond was darker than the rest of the school, the air colder, thicker. Old lockers lined the walls, their doors slightly open like mouths frozen mid-scream. At the end of the hall was a classroom. The door creaked open by itself. Inside, desks were neatly arranged. A chalkboard stood at the front with fresh writing. "Stay after class." Ethan's phone buzzed. No signal. The screen went black. Then the bell rang again, right above him this time. Drawing. The classroom door slammed shut. The lights flickered on, and Ethan realized every desk was occupied by students who weren't there. Their shadows sat perfectly still, heads turned toward him, waiting. The chalk moved on its own. "You're late," Ethan screamed. The next morning, teachers found his backpack by the old wing door. The chains were back in place. The hallway was sealed, and on the attendance sheet for a class that hadn't existed in 20 years, a new name was written neatly at the bottom. Ethan, present,